Well, we have been busy working, some of us, and we haven't taken a whole bunch of time to do some filming, but we'll walk over to the Camaro. Chris has been giving her on the Camaro, getting a bunch of stuff done, and he's getting a bunch of ICT billet pulleys on. We ran into a few issues here so far, but he's got the one all mocked up for the AC, and he's got the one all getting mocked up for alternator and power steering, and the condensers in for the air conditioning, and the transmission coolers in, and more wiring, but the box is all mounted up for the vintage air system there. So yeah, it's coming along pretty good. We'll show you guys some more as we get it pieced together. We've run into a few issues with water pump spacing and correct water pumps and everything to try and line everything up, but we are sorting through it. And yeah, we will be back and show you guys more in a while, or a little bit later today. Okay, we'll be back. Okay, the Camaro is coming along good. We've got a bunch of the bracketry on. We're using ICT Billet brackets for pretty much all of it. It's not the correct water pump, but we're sticking a different water pump in there. We just kind of made that one line up for now. We'll have a different one today, but we got the alternator mounted. Power steering we had mounted, we just painted up again the power steering pump and stuff, so we'll get it back in there. We stuck the AC motor on there, compressor, but we ended up with the wrong belt drive. It's got a V belt instead of a serpentine, so we got to get a different compressor. We got one of them coming. We're just mounting the coils on there, which we had to build some little spacers for to mount up off the bracket a bit. They mount two different style of coils. One needs the spacers, which of course is ours. And yeah, that's kind of where we sit with it. So we'll have the water pump on there today, and maybe some hoses hooked up, and have all the coils on there, get that stuff plugged in, the wires plugged in, figure out what serpentine belt we need. But yeah, it's coming along pretty good, so we thought we'd give you a quick view of that one, and we'll be back. You can see that the trans cooler got mounted in there, and it's looking good. So yeah, it's all come along very nicely. So we'll show you some more of it in a while. I think we scanned that wiring kit we had for the American Auto Wire. Real nice kit, actually. So yeah, we'll bring you back to this one in a while and show you what's going on. Got a bunch of parts laying inside there right now. But yeah, we'll get things cleaned up, and it's starting to look pretty nice. Okay, we'll be back. See the power steering pump painted for the Camaro right there. Pulley's all painted up, so we'll bring that back. Okay, back to the Camaro for a few minutes. A few more coils on it. The correct water pump is on it now. We got an upper and lower rad hose on it. Didn't put some clamps on them yet, but we got that stuff fitting. We got power steering pump and that on it. So yeah, it's taking shape actually pretty good. So we got the lines down there running over to the tranny cooler. They are on it, and just about all hooked up. But yeah, it's looking good. Oh, dear to her, she's excited. So yeah, thought we'd give you a quick shot of that, just where we are. There'll be more stuff done on it tomorrow, so we'll show you guys some more of that tomorrow. Thanks. Okay, Camaro is coming together. Kind of hard to hear, but Chris is giving her down below, cutting off brackets to run some fuel on. There's an action shot of Chris. You can do your devil horns. Didn't see it. Go do it again. There we go. So he's getting rid of some brackets down there to make room for some fuel lines. Kirsch is barging his way through here, but he's going to run some braided line from front to back, and there's some old brackets in there for a ladder bar setup that's not being used anymore. We'll end up getting rid of him off the diff also probably eventually, but for now he's going to leave that cross member in there. And he cut these guys off with the plasma and just grinding it clean. And yeah, we'll go from there and show you some of the stuff he's been doing on. And he's got a ton of wires inside and air conditioning ducts. So he's got all the air conditioning mounted in there now. He's got the computer mounted in, air conditioning vent, and some more ducts randomly run for now. He's got the coils on there, and the alternator, power steering is down there. The correct AC compressors on there now, with the correct serpentine belt. There's serpentine pulley, and there's a bunch of hoses on there, so with any luck at all, we might even be firing this thing up sometime next week. We'll see how things go. And yeah, it's just a quick update of what's happening. He's got air cleaners and a bunch of fittings and a drive shaft loop to stick on. An air cleaner that we're kind of fabbing together that should work. He's got to cut out that for the AC vent. He already modified the controls, so he's got all the vintage air stuff attached to there, so now there's no more cable, it's all operated by electrical. So he took that all apart, he put the right face on there so it shows vintage air, and it's got air conditioning, and he's got a bunch of relays and stuff set up there. So yeah, we'll follow along. We'll be back a little bit later today and show you some more stuff as it's happening. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Okay, and the Camaro is coming along nicely. Got lines going to a fuel rig now. Coming up, going to the rails. Probably have some injectors for it here today, but it's all around from the back. Yeah, so it's looking good. I don't know if you got to see the air cleaner on yesterday. It's not on the stain yet. Got to build a bracket here, go some clamps, that kind of thing. But yeah, no, it's coming along nice. And we're using all the block braided line. Used it on all the tranny line plus the fuel line. So yeah, it makes it look pretty sharp. So it should look pretty good when it's all done. So still lots of parts, but almost like we're running out of some parts, which is a good thing. So we'll come back and show you some more today as it goes. Maybe crawl underneath and show you the fuel line. And then we'll go from there. We'll be back. Speaking of Camaros, we'll go have a look at this one. There he is. And there's the old sidekick. He's down there doing what he does. More stuff to put on. Chris has been giving her on this thing, getting lots of it together. We've got a belt on now. We might even be running one of these days. It's just putting the drive shaft loop on. We'll go down and have a look at that. But yeah, no, it's starting to look good. Hey? Looks nice.
Really good. The motor looks nice.
It does.
Black and red pop.
Yeah, it fills that bay up pretty good,
Yeah,
but they're still not bad. But yeah, it looks sharp. Hey, all them brackets and everything look nice on there. Yeah, run some AC lines and.
One of our nicer ones.
I think so too. Yeah, I think it's one of the prettier ones actually.
Yeah.
Wasn't sure it was going to be, but I would say it is.
It's got an aggressive look.
It does. It should go pretty good too. It should be a fun car.
Yeah, really, eh? Go good, good fuel mileage.
Yeah, exactly. Have good street manners.
Yep. Constantly learning.
And there's a drive shaft loop down there. So a Lakewood drive shaft loop is all in there. The drive shaft is, the new one is sitting on there. The crossbar you see there will be cutting out. It's in the way of the exhaust, but it actually looks pretty good under here. Nice looking tranny cross member. Yeah, it looks nice and clean. So hopefully we'll make some noise with it here pretty soon. And we'll bring you guys back for that. And we'll be back. Show you guys more soon. Besides the sleeping dog. Whoa.